Welcome in, everyone, as we have a battle of undefeated teams here in Sebring, as Sebring will take on South Sumter. Both of these teams went undefeated in pool play and then were winners of their first game here as we hit the elimination bracket in the 2017 Dixie Youth Machine Pitch State Tournament here in Sebring, Florida. South Sumter defeated Bartow earlier today, 12-0, and Sebring was winners over Lake Placid by a score of 9-2. These two 1 seeds will now meet up in this second game, this double elimination bracket. One team will be in the driver's seat with 2 straight wins. One team will have to move down to the winner's bracket or the loser's bracket to face the winner of Bartow and Lake Placid. 2 heavyweights in this tournament get to battle it out right here in this second game of the double elimination tournament, in what could be a preview of the finals, as these two teams have definitely separated themselves so far in pool play. We'll go through the lineups real quick as the coaches meet on the mound. For Sebring, leading off is going to be number 11, Camden Engler. Then number 00, Makai Taylor. Number 1, Tanner Simmons. Number 10, Gabe Ford. Number 23, Jet DeWitt. Number 17, Hunter Stone. Number 4, Jesus Peniagua. Number 2, Dawson West. Number 7, Damian St. Mark. Number 18, Tyler Green. Number 8, Vinny Ward. And number 3, Coda Cabrera. For South Sumter, the home team is going to be number 4, Tyson Lake. Number 34, Kingston Green. Number 8, Samuel Craig. Number 42, Bubba Boone. Number 33, Hunter Gill. Number 9, Gabriel McCarty. Number 5, JT Tennell. Number 41, Anthony Sparks. Number 14, Wes Mons. Number 22, Gabriel Sabalona. Number 13, Bryson Mitchell. And number 6, Logan Ward. Should be a very competitive game between these two teams. Both have shown good ability in the field to play defense and error-free baseball, and good ability at the plate to score some runs. As we set the pitching machine, we give it a few test pitches, and it looks like the umpires and the coaches are okay with it behind the plate. Starting for South Sumter is going to be number 33, Hunter Gill. If you're rooting for anyone out on the field, you can text that number that you see on your screen, 410-903-2715, to send in any shout-outs. I'm Anthony Crum here with JockJive.com as we get set for this game. Just let me know if you text in a shout-out who you're rooting for, where you're from, and who you are, so I can let the player out there know that you're watching them as we're getting ready for baseball here. The first batter is going to be for Sebring, number 11, Camden Engler, as he takes the first pitch, and we're getting going here in Sebring as we have Sebring versus South Sumter. One of these teams will be 2-0 at the end of this game and be in the driver's seat for this tournament in the 2017 Dixie Youth Machine Pitch Tournament. It's double elimination. And being 2-0 is a big advantage in the double elimination standing as Engler grounds out to start this game. And Makai Taylor grounds this one to the shortstop. Going to be a close play at first, but a strong throw made there by the shortstop of South Sumter. And Makai Taylor goes down swinging after a hard ground out. 2 quick outs for Sebring. It's going to bring up number 1, Tanner Simmons. You don't want to advance to the loser's bracket this early. The first 2 games are very important if you're trying to make it to the championship game. You want to be in the driver's seat. Not, you're going to have to play 3 games tomorrow instead of 2 if you want to try to make it to the championship. As number 1, Tanner Simmons hits this one to the shortstop, and that's 3 quick outs for Sebring. 1, 2, 3 innings, 3 ground outs sends Sebring down without a run in the first. And that's going to bring up South Sumter in The bottom of the first, number 44, Tyson Lake, will be leading it off. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation. The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sebring as we have Sebring versus South Sumter, the battle of the two 1-0 undefeated teams. The number one overall seeds in this double elimination 2017 Dixie Youth Machine Pitch State Tournament. Sebring went down 1-2-3 in that top of the first inning, and now South Sumter has a chance to get a lead in the bottom of the first. If they can string some hits together, number 44, Tyson Lake, will be leading off for South Sumter. Doing the catching for Sebring is number 10, Gabe Ford. He's done a good job all tournament keeping the runners in check. As the fake bunt there by South Sumter. Tyson Lake brings the bat back as he's leading off for this South Sumter team. Second pitch in. This is going to be a grounder right to Makai Taylor. Strong throw over to first, and that's the first out of the inning. We've seen 4 straight ground outs to start this game. If you want to text in a shout out to anybody you're watching there on the field, text it in to 410-903-2715. And I'll be sure to read it out over the air so you can tell whoever on the field that you're rooting for them. And this is Kingston Green. In the last game against Bartow, Kingston Green hit one all the way to the warning track in a big 2 RBI double. So he's got some power in that bat as he watches another pitch. This pitch comes into Kingston. It's hit to center field. Going to be a tough play out there, but that one's brought down by the center fielder of Sebring. And that's a fly out. 2 quick outs for South Sumter as this game's moving right along. Number 8, Samuel Craig, is going to try to get the 2-out rally going for South Sumter now. And here's his first plate appearance of the day. He watches the first pitch. He hits this one right to the second baseman of Sebring, and that one's a 1-2-3 inning for South Sumter. Samuel Craig goes down with the line out. And no runners reach base in the first inning. As both sides go down 1-2-3, Sebring will be up to start the top of the second. Gabe Ford will be leading off. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right. We have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
And we're back here to start the second inning as no one was able to reach base in that first inning. So Gabe Ford, number 10 for Sebring, is going to be leading it off. We'll see if we get our first base runner of this game here in this inning. 3 straight ground outs for Sebring as Engler, Taylor, and Simmons grounded out. And now Gabe Ford hits a hot shot to the shortstop. Going to be a close play at first, and he's going to go down on the ground out now. 4 straight ground outs for Sebring. South Sumter also only sent 3 to the plate as Lake, Green, and Craig went down 1, 2, 3. Now, Sebring's number 23, Jet DeWitt, is looking to get his first hit for Sebring. And this is a good bunt down the third base line, and he's going to reach. That's a single for Jet DeWitt and our first hit of this ball game. Jet DeWitt's on first with the bunt single. Great placement of that bunt right down the third base line. Going to bring up number 17, Hunter Stone, for Sebring. Hunter Stone lays down the bunt right to the pitcher of South Sumter, number 6. Logan Ward tries to fire to second to get the lead runner, but the throw is offline. DeWitt's going to move to second. Hunter Stone's going to be on first with a single, and Sebring has something going in this inning. Runners at first and second for number 4, Jesus Peniagua. DeWitt standing on second, Stone standing on first after 2 bunt singles. Have our 2 first runners in this game. Both sides went down 1, 2, 3 in the first. Peniagua swings hard right through that one. Little out in front of it and little, not much back control there as the third base coach tells him to grip that bat a little harder. This is a hot shot to the shortstop. And a tough throw there from the shortstop of South Sumter, number 14, Wes Amons, and he's unable to get it to third in time. Jesus Peniagua is going to get the single, and 3 straight singles have Sebring in business. Bases loaded for number 2, Dawson West, trying to break open this scoreless tie. He watches the first pitch go by. This is a battle of the heavyweights here in this A division bracket, double elimination, as the number 1 seed South Sumter and the number 1 seed Sebring are playing here in the second round, as a little dribbler is hit by Dawson West. No play at any base. That's going to bring DeWitt from third to home to score the opening run for Sebring. And it's going to bring up number 7, Damian St. Mark, and he's up with the bases loaded. Just a dribbler hit there by West off the end of his bat. Ends up being effective as he moves all the runners up a base. St. Mark swings right over top of that one. Big crowd on hand for Sebring, as this is a home game for them, their home tournament. And there's a swing through by St. Mark, and he's going to be 2 strikes now, as he's a little out in front. Last game I saw St. Mark play, he hit plenty of fouls down the left field line, and that's going to be strike 3 for St. Mark. Second out of this inning, that's a big one for South Sumter. Going to bring up number 18, Tyler Green. Quick timeout here by South Sumter as they huddle up in the middle of the diamond as the coaches don't want a defensive error in this play to let Sebring pick up any more runs than they have to. They haven't outed any base, and the coach for South Sumter wants to make sure his players know that, as they only need one more out to get out of this inning. Sebring has broken open the scoreless tie, 1-0 here. Bases loaded, one out, top second for number 18, Tyler Green. As Tyler Green watches the first pitch go by. He's going to get in the box for the second pitch. Pitch number 2. This is swung on. Hit to the shortstop. Fires it to the second baseman, and that's going to be the third out of the inning. Good defense there by South Sumter as Tyler Green is going to go down on the ground out. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the second. Sebring is able to score 1 in the top of the second. Now South Sumter is going to take their shots with number 42, Bubba Boone, coming to the plate. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation. The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Anthony Crum here with JockJive Sports, and we have a close one here in the bottom of the second. Sebring scored 1 in the top of the second inning. South Sumter now has an opportunity in the bottom of this inning of the battle of undefeated teams in the winner's bracket here, as both of these teams dominated their way through pool play, were able to win their first game earlier today. South Sumter won 12-0 over Bartow. Sebring 9-2 over Lake Placid, and now battle in the winner's bracket. Double elimination tournament here, so one of these teams will be 2-0 and be in the driver's seat of this tournament. The other one is going to have to battle their way through the loser's bracket, so high implications here in this battle of number 1 seeds of Sebring and South Sumter. Is number 42, Bubba Boone, is at the plate. And he puts a hard swing on one, hits it to right field, and a good catch out there in right field by the Sebring right fielder, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Good swing put out there by Bubba Boone, but an even better play made in right field. Now number 33, Hunter Gill, is at the plate, the lefty, as he pounds the plate a few times getting ready for this at-bat. And he's a little early on that one, hits it down the right field line, but foul. First strike of the at-bat. Third pitch coming into Gill. He's early again, but this one's straightened out. This time the right fielder of Sebring can't get it, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Gill's at second, making the round, coming to third. And the coach is going to hold him up for a triple. South Sumter in business with a one-out triple from Hunter Gill. Looked like it could have been caught out there in right field, but just off the glove of the right fielder for Sebring. And Gill is going to be on third with the triple for number 9, Gabriel McCarty, who has the chance to tie this game up with a single or just a hit as he squares the bunt but pulls the bat back. McCarty sets for his second pitch and swung right through this one as Gabe Ford tries to get Hunter Gill out. And third by throwing behind him. Good throw there by Gabe Ford, but Gill got back safely. Here comes McCarty on another pitch. He swung through that last one, trying to put this one in play. And swung through it again. Now 2 strikes on McCarty. Hunter Gill stands at third after the 1-out triple. 1 out here, bottom of the first. Sebring leading South Sumter 1-0. As McCarty watches that one go by. Have some shout-outs coming in. I'm a fan of South Sumter. My name is Robert Felice. I live in Ridge Manor, Florida, and like to give a shout-out to Anthony Sparks. And this one's Go South Sumter. Family friend of the Amons. Go Joey, Jennifer, Will. As this is a pop fly out into center field as Gabriel McCarthy is going to be on first with the single, and he's going to pick up the RBI. And that's going to tie this game at 1. As Tim Goldman and with Joey, Jennifer, Will, and Wes, they're all watching from their home in Los Angeles as they're rooting on South Sumter, and they just saw them tie this game up here in the bottom of the first. As Gabe Ford guns out McCarthy trying to steal second. And that's going to be 2 outs. Gabe Ford, probably the best catcher in this bracket. As he's been able to gun out many runners trying to steal second. And now 2 outs for South Sumter after they tied this game up at 1. Bases empty for number 5, A.J. Tennell. We appreciate those watchers from out of the state. Pretty cool that you can watch this Dixie Youth Baseball game in Florida, even though you're all the way across the United States, as Tennell beats out the infield single. 2-out single for Tennell will bring up number 41, Anthony Sparks. Now South Sumter tries to get their 2-out rally going. That's 3 straight hits now for South Sumter, although Gabriel McCarty picked up an out trying to steal second. Here's a pitch coming into Sparks. And he watches that one. No steal attempt made there by Tennell. As Gabe Ford sets for the next pitch. Again, no offer at it by Sparks. Didn't even try to bring the bat off of his shoulder. He's got to be swinging now. Another take by Sparks. He's got 2 more pitches to work with now. As the coaches are complaining that the pitching machine is throwing the ball too far outside, and that's 3 pitches to Anthony Sparks that are outside. So South Sumter is saying that they should get the pitching machine looked at. So we're taking a few practice pitches here. And we're going to look at the pitching machine. While they look at it, we're going to take a real quick break. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
Welcome back. We're still looking at the pitching machine out there as the pitches are just a little too far outside for the likes of South Sumter, so we're trying to straighten the pitching machine out here. It's 1-1, Sebring and South Sumter in this battle of #1 seeds. These teams in the winner bracket, one team will move to 2-0, one team will move to the losers bracket as they'll fall to 1-1. It's 1-1 here in the bottom of the second. No runs were scored in that first inning. Sebring picked up 1 run in the top of the second, and now South Sumter has answered that with 1 run in the bottom of the second. The runner at first is Gabriel McCarty. No, the runner at first is A.J. Tennell, and the runner at the plate is Anthony Sparks. But we're looking at the pitching machine now, trying to straighten it out as the pitches have just been a little too far outside. And they're still looking at the pitching machine. They're going to clear Sebring off the field. No, they're not going to clear Sebring off the field. I was going to take a quick break if Sebring went to get some water, but instead, looks like we're ready to play baseball again as the pitching machine has been set, recalibrated. Throwing strikes now. As Sebring needs 1 more out to get out of this inning after letting South Sumter tie up this game at 1. Hunter Gill, number 33, hit the triple. And Raider came around to score. All right, 3 pitches into Anthony Sparks. He's going to have to swing at one of these next 2. And again, that pitch looked outside, but here comes the 5th pitch into Sparks. He's got to swing. He's got to make contact. And he does, and he hits this one right back up the middle. Diving attempt there by Sebring, but no play is made at second base. After watching 4 pitches, Anthony Sparks makes a single, and he hits it right back up the middle, and it's going to bring up number 14, Wes Amons, with the runner on first and second. 2 outs, bottom 1, tied to score here, 1-1. Sebring and South Sumter. And this pitch comes in a little low outside. Second pitch coming into Amons. He swings, and it's fouled off to the right side on top of the dugout, so he's going to reset. Coach is getting him really close to the plate as still saying the pitching machine is too far outside. I guess they're just adjusting to the machine now instead of trying to adjust the machine to the plate. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Amons after the foul. Runner on first and second for South Sumter. And he puts a charge into one out to left field. We'll see if they can make a catch. And it's going to land just fair. South Sumter's going to score 1. And now Amons is in trouble between second and third. He's going to be safe, and South Sumter's going to score. Amons was in trouble between second and third. He was trying to leg out a triple, but Sparks stopped at third. And then when Sebring tried to throw him out at second, Amons got underneath the tag and allowed Sparks to score from third. That's a double for Amons and 2 RBIs as South Sumter is now up 3-1 over Sebring. And that's going to bring up number 22, Gabriel Sabalona. Big rip there by Amons as it ball landed just fair down the left field line. Amons was booking around second base, but had to put the brakes on quickly and head back. As number 22, Gabriel Sabalona, has a chance to bring in another run for South Sumter, as they've now scored 3 runs in this inning, and they have the 3-1 lead over Sebring. Plenty of Sebring fans here in front of me and to the left, rooting on this home team as Sabalona swings through another one. Next pitch into Sabalona. He's ahead of it again. Way out in front. Two strikes on Gabe Sabalona now. He's got to make contact. He's been way out in front of the first 2 pitches, and he watches this one go by. As Wes Amons tries to cheer on his teammate out at second. This pitch into Sabalona, and that's going to be strike 3, and it's going to end the threat from South Sumter. But not before they're able to put 3 runs on the board and take the 3-1 lead into the top of the third. South Sumter leading Sebring by a score of 3-1. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds of former players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and, by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the Scholarship Fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working. The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Welcome back. We're in the top of the third here as Sebring now finds himself behind by a score of 3-1. Number 8, Vinny Ward at the plate. He already watched the first pitch go by. Here's his second pitch, and he fouls it off. Sebring scored 1 run in that top of the second inning, but South Sumter came back with 3. So now they find themselves behind by 2 runs, and we'll see if Vinny Ward can get the rally started in the third inning with a leadoff hit. Plenty of room right up the middle for Vinny Ward, but he swings right through that one, and Sebring picks up their first out of the inning by way of the strikeout. That's going to bring up the last batter in the Sebring order, number 3, Coda Cabrera. Cabrera's got some wheels and is definitely a threat to bunt and get on first. The lefty, we'll see if he squares here, and he does, and he lays it down. But this one pushed a little too far right to the pitcher of South Sumter, number 6, Logan Ward, and 2 quick outs for Sebring. That's a ground out for Coda Cabrera. 2 down here in the third. Number 11, Camden Engler, the leadoff batter, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day with the ground out. This pitch comes into Engler, but he doesn't offer at it. Engler swings on this one, hot shot down the third base line, but that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. As Camden Engler goes down on the ground out, that's going to end the top of the third. We'll get to a shout out real quick before we go on break. Go Anthony Sparks. Grace and Tyler love you. Go South Sumter. And South Sumter has the 3-1 lead headed into the bottom of the third. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation. The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
And we're back for the bottom of the third as South Sumter comes to bat with the 2-run lead. They lead Sebring by a score of 3-1. This is the battle of the winners bracket, as South Sumter and Sebring both won their first games here in the double elimination 2017 Dixie Youth Machine Pitch State Tournament. South Sumter defeated Bartow by a score of 12-0. Sebring defeated Lake Placid by a score of 9-2. Both of these teams are the 1 seeds. So we have a battle of the 1 seeds early in this tournament as number 13, Bryson Mitchell, pops out to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. And that's going to be a quick out for South Sumter.
Up to bat number 6, Logan Wooler.
Next pitch comes in. This one's a little too low for Logan Ward. As we have a shout out from South Sumter coming in, rooting on Wes Amends. First hit that they've seen for him live. Good job coming out and watching and seeing someone you rooting for play, especially if you're out of the state. That's something you can't always do, especially persons from Los Angeles.
Up to bat number 44, Tyson Lake.
As Logan Ward grounds out for the 2nd out of the inning for South Sumter. So Sebring's defense playing well in this bottom of the 3rd. As that's going to bring up number 44, the leadoff batter, Tyson Lake, for South Sumter. And this is going to be a hard play at first. This one gets away from the first baseman of Sebring, number 1, Tanner Simmons. But back safely is South Sumter's number 44, Tyson Lake. And he's going to be on first with the 2-out single. Lake standing at first for number 34, Kingston Green. And he fakes the bunt but pulls it back. Here's the next pitch to Green. This is a slow roller out to number 4 for Sebring, Jesus Peniagua, and he flips it over to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the top of the 4th. No runs scored in that inning by South Sumter. Sebring is trailing South Sumter by a score of 3-1. As we lead off the 4th, Makai Taylor will be coming to bat for Sebring. You are listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right. We have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
Up to bat, 00, Makai Taylor.
And we're back with the top of the fourth. Sebring up to bat, trailing by a score of 3-1. They scored their run in the top of the second. Mackay Taylor at to bat for Sebring. He had a hard shot to the shortstop in his first at bat, but it ended up in and out. We'll see if he can get a hit here. This one, he skies out to center field, and that's going to be a pop out for Taylor. And the first out of this fourth inning, with South Sumter leading Sebring by a score of 3-1. Now number 1, Tanner Simmons at the plate. His second plate appearance, he's 0 for 1 with the ground out. He lays down a bunt. This is going to be a close play at first, but he is out on the ground out as he bunted that one right back to the pitcher of South Sumter, number 6, Logan Ward, and there's 2 quick outs for Sebring. That's going to bring up number 10, Gabe Ford. He's also 0 for 1 on the day with the ground out. Top of the lineup so far hasn't done well for Sebring, as the first 3 batters are all 0 for 2 so far. Gabe Ford can't reach base here. It'll be the top 4 batters, the table setters. Well, this is a hard hit out to center field. This one's going to go all the way to the warning track, but Gabe Ford can't stretch it to 2. A 2-out single for Gabe Ford as he crushed that ball into center field. Starts the 2-out rally for Sebring. For number 23, Jet DeWitt, who was the first hit of this game as he hit a single in the second. He squares the bunt but doesn't go around. Gabe Ford standing on first for Sebring as he hit the 2-out single. This is a hit by Jet DeWitt, but right to the shortstop of South Sumter. They get Gabe Ford at second. That's going to be the 3rd out. No runs again for Sebring as they go down. Of only 4 batters come to the plate in the 4th inning. And we head to the bottom of the 4th with South Sumter still holding the 3-1 lead. The next batter for South Sumter should be number 34, Kingston Green. When we come back, you're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation. The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
And we're back for the bottom of the 4th, with South Sumter leading over Sebring by a score of 3-1. All the runs in this game were scored in the 2nd inning. Sebring scored 1 run after 4 straight singles, brought around a runner, and then South Sumter came out in the 2nd and scored 3 after the triple by Hunter Gill and singles. And then 4 straight hits after that. 2 of them brought around by Wes Amends as he had a 2 RBI double. As the first batter is going to be
Up to bat, number 8, Samuel Craig.
Samuel Craig, number 8. First batter of the bottom of the 4th. As he hits this one, and it's a line drive right to the second baseman of Sebring for the first out of the inning. That's a fly out for Samuel Craig. And that's the first out.
Up to bat, number 42, Bubba Boone.
That's going to bring up number 42, Bubba Boone. He's 0 for 1 on the day with the fly out. That came in the 3rd inning. South Sumter's trying to grow this lead. Bubba Boone's been hitting the ball hard, but just right at people in all of his plate appearances. Of this one, he hits to Mekhi Taylor. Strong throw to first, and they got him out. And that's a ground out for Bubba Boone, and 2 outs now in the bottom of this 4th inning. That's going to bring up Hunter Gill, who hit that triple in the 2nd that really got the offense jump-started for South Sumter. We'll see if he's got another big swing in store now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. He hits this one, hot shot right back up the middle, right past the pitcher of Sebring. It got right under the mitt of Sebring's number 4, Jesus Peniagua, and they can't get Gill out at first. He's going to be on first with the 2-out single. And here comes Gabriel McCarty, who hit a single in his first plate appearance and got an RBI in the process. McCarty squares to bunt, but doesn't go. This pitch into McCarty. He shoots it into left field, and that's going to be runners at first and second for South Sumter, as they've got something cooking with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Up to bat, number 5, A.J. Tennille.
A.J. Tennille coming to the plate. He's 1 for 1. This is the heart of the order for South Sumter that got the rally going in the 2nd. Tennille hit that single. Later came around to score. He squares to bunt, doesn't go around. As Gabe Ford walks all the base runners back for South Sumter. Tennille gets set for his next pitch. This hit right back up the middle. It's going to get past everyone, roll into the outfield, and that's going to be at least 1 run here for South Sumter. Sliding into third is McCarty. Scoring on the play is Hunter Gill. That's an RBI double for Tennille. And that extends the South Sumter lead to 4-1 with 2 runners in scoring position now for Anthony Sparks, who's 1 for 1 on the day with the single. We'll see if he can get a big 2-out hit here as he watches that first pitch go by. Here comes the second pitch into Sparks. And this one fouled off. few practice hacks in there for Sparks as he gets set for his third pitch. The runner is at second and third. South Sumter leading 4-1. This is a hard shot down the first base line, but it goes foul. Sebring needs one more out to get out of this inning. South Sumter's put up one so far, but threatening to put up more. Two strikes into Gill, and he watches this one go by. Gotta make contact with this pitch. Anthony Sparks does. 2 outs here, 4-1 South Sumter lead over Sebring, 2 in scoring position. He does swing, and this one is a short chopper to the third baseman. Going to be a close play at first, but they got him. Ground out for Sparks is going to end this inning. After South Sumter plates 1 run in the bottom of the 4th, we head to the 5th. Sebring trailing South Sumter by a score of 4-1. You are listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve JockJive.
Welcome back, everyone, as we are here in the top of the 5th inning. As Sebring's coming to bat is number 17, Hunter Stone. Will be leading off this inning for Sebring. Number 17 is 1 for 1 on the day. And he has a chance to get the rally going for Sebring as they trail now by 3 runs. They scored 1 run in the second, but other than that, they've been held scoreless as Stone pops this one foul into the stands. As this is game 2 for these teams. Both teams won their game earlier today. South Sumter defeating Bartow by a score of 12-0. Sebring defeating Lake Placid by a score of 9-2 as Hunter Stone flies out to the center fielder for the first out of this 5th inning. These teams are both 1-0 in this double elimination bracket. The team that advances to become 2-0 will be in the driver's seat as they're trying to win this 2017 Dixie Youth Machine Pitch State Tournament. Jesus Peniagua. Now at the plate for Sebring. He grounds one to the shortstop, and that's going to be 2 quick outs. A ground out for Peniagua. He moves to 1-2 on the day, and that's going to bring up number 2, Dawson West.
Up to bat, number 2, Dawson West.
Dawson West 1 for 1 on the day with a single. He hits one to the second baseman of South Sumter. This is going to be an easy play at first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Sebring as they go down easy again. Headed to the bottom of the 5th, South Sumter leading by a score of 4-1. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
And we're back again with the bottom of the 5th inning getting ready to start as South Sumter is coming to the plate, leading Sebring by a score of 4-1. South Sumter scored 3 runs in the second, 1 run in the 4th, and now trying to add on to their 3-run lead. Here in this 5th inning.
Number 14, Wes Amons.
Number 14, Wes Amons is going to be at the plate. He swings at this pitch, hits it into foul territory, but the first baseman for Sebring is able to range over and bring that one down for the first out. That's a fly out for Amends, and that's going to bring up number 22, Gabriel Sabalona. Sabalona 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout. Sabalona watches that first pitch go in. Here's the second pitch into Sabalona. He fouls this one back. It's going to be a tough play, and it's going to be out of play. As that one lands over to the side of the backstop into the fan section. Plenty of tents down there, though, to protect everyone as everyone's just trying to stay out of the sun. It's a hot day here in Sebring. Luckily, no rain in sight. This is our last game today. Both of these teams will be in action tomorrow as they are in the winner's bracket. This is a hard hit ball by Sabalona into left field, into foul territory, but brought down out there by Sebring's left fielder, number 18, Tyler Green. And now South Sumter has 2 outs here in this 5th with the fly out by Sabalona, bringing up number 13, Bryson Mitchell. It's probably the best defensive played game that I've seen so far, and that's why these teams are the 1 seed in the brackets. A well-played game all around by both teams. Bryson Mitchell 0 for 1 on the day with the pop-out. Mitchell squares around the bunt. Going to be a close play at first, but they got him out. 3 up, 3 down for South Sumter. And we have 2 innings left. We're headed to the top of the 6th. Sebring needs to get something going, trailing 4-1 to South Sumter. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Coming to Sebring for the tournaments? Sebring Chateau Alon gives you it all. Just 10 minutes from the ball field so you can get to and from the games easily. Relaxation. The Chateau is a full conference center hotel with pool, food, internet, beverage service, business center, and more. Right on the legendary Sebring International Raceway with prices you'll love. Team rates start at just $69 a night and upgrades are available. Ask for the sales team at 888-84-HOTEL. That's 888-844-6835. 888-84-HOTEL. The Chateau Alon. Proud to partner with Dixie sports teams all over the state. Team rate specials for your group this season now at 888-84-HOTEL. Why settle for just a room when you can have the Chateau? The Chateau Alon on the historic hairpin turn at Sebring International Raceway in Sebring.
Welcome back, everyone, as we're in the 6th inning. 2 innings left between Sebring and South Sumter, and Sebring needs to get the bats going as they're trailing 4-1. Sebring got their 1 run in the 2nd inning. South Sumter scored 3 in the 2nd and 1 in the 4th. Damian St. Mark coming to the plate for Sebring. He is 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout. 1 of 2 strikeouts today for Sebring. He watched that first pitch go by. Second pitch swung right over top of it, out in front of it again. He's been ahead of the pitches all day. Hit plenty down foul left field yesterday. It eventually lined one for a triple in that game, and he's ahead of another one. Starting to get frustrated at the plate, it looks like. Coach just telling him to lay back a little bit. Use that power to get it into the outfield. He's got 2 strikes on him now. And right over top of this one, that's strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for St. Mark. First out of this 6th inning as Sebring's down to 5 outs. Now number 18, Tyler Green. Oh for 1 on the day is Green. He grounded out in the 2nd inning to end the 2nd. See if he can get his first hit of this game here. Pop up to the pitcher of South Sumter. Number 9, Logan Ward brings it down. That's 2 quick outs again for Sebring. They went down 1, 2, 3 in the first, 1, 2, 3 in the third, 1, 2, 3 in the 5th, and now they're in danger of going down 1, 2, 3 again here in the 6th inning. And number 8, Vinny Ward, is at the plate. He struck out in his first plate appearance. Fouled back by Ward. Next pitch comes in to Ward. This one's down the left field line, but is not fair. Becoming do or die time for Sebring as they're down to 4 outs. We play 7 innings here. And they're trailing 4-1 to South Sumter. And that's strike 3. Vinny Ward goes down swinging. 1, 2, 3 again. Go Sebring. South Sumter coming up to bat in the bottom of the 6th. They are leading Sebring by a score of 4-1. You're listening to Dixie Youth Baseball here on JockJive.com.
Here are some things you may not know about JockJive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our list of clients is continuing to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference, Gulf South Conference, NJCAA.
Well, my apologies. I thought we played 7 innings, but that was the 6th and final inning between Sebring and South Sumter. So that Ward strikeout will end the game. Sebring goes down 1-2-3 in 4 of the 6 innings today, and South Sumter takes home the 4-1 victory here as they advance and become 2-0 in the winner's bracket, and they'll play tomorrow against the winner of Sebring, and either they'll play Bartow or Lake Placid as we wait for the announcements of MVP and Sportsmanship Award for this game. Neither of these teams are eliminated. It's only their first loss for Sebring, and South Sumter is 2-0.
Sportsmanship Award goes to Gabe Ford from Sebring.
The Sportsmanship Award for Sebring will go to number 10, Gabe Ford.
And MVP goes to Bubba Boone, South Sumter. Congratulations, fellas.
And number 42, Bubba Boone, will take home the MVP award. That's the end of this game. We go the distance. South Sumter defeats Sebring by a score of 4-1. That's the end of my coverage today. We hope you join us tomorrow as both of these teams will be in action. And we will crown a champion here in the 2017 Dixie Youth Machine Pitch State Tournament. I'm Anthony Crum with JockJive.com. We thank you for watching today and hope you join us tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.